Good morning. It's Saturday morning, the 20th of June, and we've been looking this week about God is love, and we are called to love God and love others. And uh, we're in Amarillo. We made it to Amarillo last night or yesterday afternoon. Good day, good trip, and headed on into New Mexico today, and then start our mission trip up there. And so this morning, as I was looking at this, we looked at where the story of the Good Samaritan, and where the man was on the side of the road. He's beat up, he's bleeding, he's in bad shape. Don't know if he's alive or dead. The priest ignores him, the Levite ignores him, then the Samaritan helps him. So I was thinking about that this morning, and the Bible doesn't tell us why the priest and the Levite ignored him, but this morning I want us to look a little bit at a couple of things. And so the first one is for a priest. Leviticus chapter 21, verse 11 says, he must not go near any dead person or make himself unclean, even for his father and mother. So there were some strict requirements for the priest in the Levitical law, or in God's law, and he had some strict things for them. And so that could have been weighing on his mind. But then there's a way around it also, and that's in Numbers 19, verse 11. And it says, the person who touches any human corpse will be unclean for 7 days. Then verse 12, he is to purify himself with water on the third day and the seventh day, and then he will be clean. But if he does not purify himself on the third and seventh day, he will not be clean. So there was a process to become clean again. And so, but it wasn't a wash your hands. It was a process, and it took time, and it took 7 days worth of time, actually a little more than that, the time you did it all. But so sometimes we look at things, when we think of helping people, we look at things and say, that's going to take more time than I'm willing to give. Sometimes that gets in our way. We can help people, we can help folks, but we got to be willing to give up the time. We look at things in our busy schedules and our busy lives, and we see something, and I just ain't got time today. History and some of the requirements of the priest kind of gives us a thought that, how can I apply that to my life? Sometimes we're busy. No, we're always busy. And so we have to cut out a spot. We have to make an opportunity to help someone in need. And our question this morning is, how can our religious tradition get in the way of helping people in need? How about that? How can our religious tradition get in the way of helping people in need? Sometimes that gets in the way too. So whatever it was with the priest and the Levite, a couple of things Jesus was trying to explain here in the story of the Good Samaritan was that everybody is somebody, and everybody who needs help needs help. And it doesn't matter who they are, it doesn't matter where they come from, it doesn't matter what's going on at the moment. If they need help, they need help. And so I just wanted us to kind of look at that this morning, and kind of look at that from our perspective. Do I have time to help? Do I have time to help my neighbor, or to be a neighbor? But how can our religious tradition get in the way of helping other people, our people in need? I'm going to have a word of prayer here this morning and get started. And we got about 7 more hours to go. Let's have a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, watch teachers in school, with Evan and Vicky, and strengthen Vicky and help her get the help she needs. With Sarah, Larry Brown, Sue, Cynthia's cousin, be with Aunt Dean, be with Aunt Riri, be with Clyde, be with Chris Little, Kylie in Hilltop Baptist Church, Kevin Yazzie in Church in New Mexico, be with Jamal,